Good evening. My name is Maureen Power and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada. My main objective is to hopefully remove you from your everyday stresses and to help you to develop your creativity through stamping. I try to go live every Wednesday evening and give you a little bit of inspiration. The card I'm doing tonight, I've seen a number of demonstrators do this card, so I can't really give credit to any particular demonstrator. It is a pattern that has showed up quite frequently. It is a beautiful card, and so I'm just going to show you how my interpretation is of that card. The other thing I want to mention to you is that Stampin' Up! Is now going to have 3 catalogs a year. One is going to be from January to April, May to September, or August and September to December. So 3 times a year there will be a full catalog. I'm just going to have a sip of my tea there. And we're also coming out with magnetic stamp pads. Now, all my stamp pads I have are with the foam, and the new ones that are coming out are actually felt, and they supposedly hold more ink than the foamy ones. I won't be changing all my pads because just economically, if nothing else, and I have refills for all of these, and these sometimes are hard to open. The other ones will not open like this. You'll just take the magnetic cover off, you put the magnetic part down on the bottom, and they're a little bit longer than these ones, and they'll come out this time around. It'll be with the 5 new colors that come in. So those ones will be in the new pad starting off in May. However, they will then gradually, as the supplies of these ones run out, they will replace them with the new ink pads. If you're like me and have all your ink pads now, I'm not replacing all of mine. I'm going to keep them for as long as, sometimes they go kind of funny, and that's when I'll replace them. The only thing is, the ink refills that we now have for these ones will not be applicable for the new ones. So I have ink refills for all of my stamp pads, and until I run out of the refill, which won't be anytime soon because the refills, I've got them since the beginning of time, and I still have them. I haven't run out of ink in any of my refill bottles yet, and I refill all of my stamp pads once a year. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I don't think there's much else. There is a new paper pumpkin. Paper pumpkin will increase as of after this one, I think, after March the 11th, or is increasing with this one, I think. And I don't think it's by much, but it is increasing. And as well, there are other items that are increasing in the new catalog, and most of them are supply items like your adhesives, that kind of stuff. And I got little flyaways today. I had massage today, and my hair is all over the place. Anyway, I know you're not here tonight to look at my hair, so we will turn the camera around and we will show you the card that I'm going to make this evening. And I don't think I'm going to show it to you right up front. I think I'm going to do the card and then show you how it's made. I had made a mistake and scored my card in the middle, and that's because I'm so used to always doing that, but it wasn't supposed to be scored in the middle. So I'm just going to use my bone folder and go over that. It'll take a bit of it out. It's going to be all covered anyway. So let's turn the camera around and get started. Get this out of your face. And I had to plug in my phone because, how can I, let's see if I can keep this up. Yeah, I do have a clip here, so the cord don't be dangling down in your face. Okay, So the first piece, and I'm using Blackberry Bliss, is cut at 11 by 4 1/4. And then there are a couple of score that we need. Okay, we're going to score it at 2 inches. Three and 3/4. Seven and 1/4. And ignore this one. That's the one that I made at 5 1/2, and I shouldn't have. And 9 inches. So again, we're scoring at 2 inches, 3 3/4, 7 1/4, and 9. So that's that. Then I have a piece of Lost Lagoon cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'll put this down here a little bit. I have a piece of white, 4 by 3 1/4. Then I have 3 different groups of DSP. And, you know, I want this one, I want this one, and this one. So these two are cut at 1 1/4 by 4. These two are cut 1 1/2 by 4. And these two are cut at 1 3/4 by 4. Then I used my, I believe it was the Spotlight on Nature dies, and I cut this piece out, this circle. Then on the DSP, I cut out just a couple of flowers, and I'll show you how I'm going to incorporate all that together. So this piece I'm going to put aside. No, I think I'll do this piece first. As a matter of fact, this is the side that I want. So I'm going to put 2 of these down first. So let's do that. And I want to have them even border on 3 sides, the top, bottom, and the side, and then the same thing over here. Okay, that's going to be put aside. My stamping, let's do that. Stamping I'm going to do in Blackberry Bliss, and I'm using Just a Note, and that's, where is it? Just a Note, right here. So, and I will tell you, this particular one, I was getting a halo. So whenever you're getting a halo like that, just take your scissors and cut off a bit of the rubber, and that will stop the halo. Could be that the rubber is just a little higher than your words. This stamp pad is so hard to open. So I'm going to put Just a Note right here. I'm just going to hold it for a couple of seconds. Okay, I love the font on that. And that is the only stamping that I'm doing on this card right now. And I just realized I am missing a piece of cardstock. So just bear with me. This is... let me see. Oh, yeah, it's this paper here. I don't have much of it left. It's the Floral Charm paper. And what I'm looking for is a little piece of this one. And that needs to be cut. I think it's, let's see, needs to be cut at 3 1/4. So let me get my trimmer out again. And it doesn't really matter the orientation. Three and a quarter, and I'm just going to go an inch. Half an inch, I'm sorry. So that's what I needed there. Now, I see I have 4 people on. I don't know who's on. I am not getting any comments. So, all right, we're going to put that aside for a second. This one here, I'm just going to put a bit of seal along here. And I'm going to take this piece and put it down there. Okay. I probably could have... I'm just going to snip off that tiny bit of white that's showing rather than try to peel that off. Then we're going to take this piece and we're going to fold it in as a mountain and a valley. So let's show you that. You're going to fold this in. This is your mountain and this is your valley. So let's give that a good burnish. And the same thing here, the valley and the mountain. Okay, so that's going to open like that. And remember I had this scored incorrectly? This is going to hide that. So let's put that down. Oh. Okay. Then I'm going to have these 2 pieces put right here, and these 2 pieces, make sure your flowers are going the right way, put there. So let's do that. It's not cooperating with me. All right, so that'll go there. This one. Go here. Then these ones. Go here. Oops, sorry. I hit the... This particular roll is not cooperating very well with me. Okay, so this one will go right here. So when you close it up, it's like this. Then we're going to take this and put it right here. So the only place you're going to put your seal or your glue or whatever. I'm going to go along the edges here and I'm going to put a bit in the center. Now, you want to line this up as best you can to have it even on both sides. And then it opens up like this and it stands like that. So you see how it goes on the sides there. So then I want to decorate the front. So what I want to do now, and I'm going to show you something that I've seen. I don't know who the person was now in the past. I'm going to take a little Post-it note. I want to kind of position these in such a way that maybe I'll put this flower over here and this flower right here and have these blue coming up. Now, so I know that that's how I want them, okay? So turn over your Post-it note Or wait now, lay these down. Wait now, I'm getting ahead of myself. Lay these down the way you want them. And then stick your Post-it note on them and turn them over. Okay? So they're where you want them. Then I am going to take my glue dots, and I think I'm going to go with the big ones. And I'm going to position them, or maybe I'll even go with some of these edges. And I'm going to position them so that they're taking in all of my pieces. So, and I'm going to stick that one there. So now, when you peel this off, they're exactly as you want them. Okay, so that's a little tip for you as well. So now I'm going to peel these, and I am going to put them there like that. All right, so they're all together. And then I want this in the center. So I'm going to put glue or seal just along this part here. Take that down. And turn it over and give it a little bit of a rub. And there you go. And there's no glue along here. Okay? And there's your card for this evening. Now, I do have some gems. On my previous one, I put these color. But I'm also thinking I can go with the blue. But now, in the meantime, I'm just looking and I don't have a lot of the blue. So I'm going to go back to the pink. And then you can put these wherever you want. So I'm going to put one big one right here. And two little ones right there. And there. And these are called Charming Shimmer Faceted Dots. So, I hope you liked that card. Here it is. And it opens like that. And it stands like that. Next week, and I'll just see if I can bring this down to show you how it looks, okay, when it's stood up. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera, if I can get my phone to cooperate here. I'm drinking tea, by the way. I had an episode today where I locked myself out of my car. Oh. It doesn't happen very often, but I had a lot of stuff in my hand. My keys were with me, and when I got out of the car, they slipped, and they fell on the seat just as I closed the door. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I will be posting it probably tomorrow on my YouTube, if I don't get a chance to do it this evening. And there was something else I was going to say to you, but I forget what it was. Oh, next Wednesday night is the challenge that you vote on. And we are using a specific DSP. It is called Dream. It's a new one, actually. Very, very pretty DSP. Delicate Dreams. And it's got a bit of gold throughout it. So I'm not going to show you the DSP at this point. But that is the DSP that the four of us will be using. Michelle, Sharon, Nancy, and myself. And then right after it, we will have a little caption where you can vote A, B, C, or D. I can't get over the number of votes that we had the last time. It was the most that we've had so far. And you'll see next Wednesday who won. Okay, take care, everyone, and have a great rest of your evening. Bye.